Hi guys, so I'm hoping that the lighting's okay, but it's like cloudy one second, rainy the next sort of thing here right now. So sorry if it goes dark and light and dark and light. But I wanted to film a new video. I am actually super sick today. Like I dragged myself out of bed to do this. So if I sound fluey or unwell, it's because I'm literally dying. But anyway, I tried to make this kind of look okay for the video. So I thought it would be funny. I have a list here of, I guess, the top 30 questions that my students ask me, either when I start teaching a new class and I do an introduction, or just randomly ask me. And this is for grades 4 to 6, what they have asked me. So I thought it would be fun to share with you what the questions are that they ask, and then I can also answer them as well. So the first one is always, how old are you? Here in Korea, it's not rude to ask your age, even a woman's age. That's completely normal. And I am 28 years old international age. However, I am 29 years old in my Korean age. So actually, I might be 30 now. I forget exactly how it works, but I tell them 29 at the moment. Then they ask me, where am I from? So I am from obviously Sydney in Australia. I think most of you guys would know that, hopefully. Although I did grow up in Wollongong, and I show them lots of photos. When they see that I used to live like in a coastal town and they see the local beach, they always think that I am super rich. Which the next question is, are you rich, teacher? Because I normally show them a presentation of like me traveling and stuff like that. And I have to tell them, no, teacher is very poor because she does these things. So, no, I am not rich, and I am an epic teacher. So we are not exactly like rolling in it like millionaires or anything like that. I'm not YouTube famous or anything. Sorry that I keep looking down. Then I always get asked, do you have a boyfriend? I don't have a boyfriend at the moment, but I did have a boyfriend. So at the time, I would have said yes. And then they always ask me, are you married? And I always have to say, no, I'm not married, because if I was married and I had a boyfriend, then that's kind of bad. So I have to explain to students, you can't have husband and boyfriend. I guess you can, but it is not a great thing. Then they ask me what my favorite food is. And normally it's what my favorite Korean food is that they want to know. And I always say it's papinsu, which is a Korean dessert. It's like a shaved ice dessert. I love injeolmi, which is like the like soybean powder that they put on top with nuts and red bean. Yum. But there's a lot of food that I like here. And I get asked a lot, like, what is the favorite country that I've been to? And I either tell them I don't know, because I've been to 20 something countries now, so it is too many for me to really choose. I like them all for different reasons. Or I'm just like, of course I love Korea the most. And then they're like, yay, we love teacher. And I'm just like, yes, minions are mine. And then I get a lot like, why did I come to be a teacher in Korea? Was I a teacher before I came? So no, I wasn't a teacher. I used to work in human resources. And why did I come to Korea to be a teacher? I guess I wanted to live overseas in Asia, and this was the opportunity that presented itself when I was sort of looking into it. And teaching was something that I'd always thought about looking into. I used to work in human resources, so some training and stuff like that was part of my job. So I guess, yeah, it was something that just sort of seemed like the right move for me at the time. Why do you have short hair? So my hair has been growing since I came to Korea. So anyone that's been with me throughout the ride knows that this is extremely long. When I came, I literally was like I used to have an undercut, and I just chopped the top of the undercut off. So I was like nearly buzz cut. So especially when I first started, I got a lot of questions asking about why my hair is short. And I had to sort of let my kids know that it is really common in Australia for women to have short hair. And yeah, I just do. I did donate my hair, which is when I originally cut it like 2 years ago. So I tell them that story as well. But yeah, you know. Do you have any pets? No, I don't have any pets. Well, my parents have a cat and a dog, but I personally don't have pets. Who is your favorite idol? This is like favorite singer, famous person. At first I was like listing old school R&B artists and stuff. Now they seem to like when I say DJ Marshmello, which is kind of good because I do like Marshmello, but normally I'll just say BTS or something like that because I don't really like I like them, but they love them. So, anything to make them love Teacher more. What do you like most about living in Korea? I think I just love so much about living in Korea. It's so different, and I love being able to travel and experience new things. And nearly every day there is something new that I haven't seen before. So, yeah, there's a lot to love here. And of course, I always say that I love my very, very good students. Do I like fried chicken? I get a lot. Do I like fried chicken, or do I like some other meat dish? And then I tell them that I'm a vegetarian, which vegetarian is like so uncommon here. So I have to tell them teacher doesn't eat meat, so I don't eat fried chicken. And they all are like, oh my God, teacher, like, ah. And they're all really dramatic about it. So it's quite funny to watch them coming from Australia where being vegan and vegetarian is super common. Do you speak Korean? Hangul Shogum, which is like Korean small. Like, I don't really speak any Korean apart from survival level Korean to ask if someone has something, how much is something, things like that. So yeah, I call it like day-to-day survival Korean. Do you want a Korean boyfriend? Even when I had a boyfriend, I used to get this one all the time from my sixth graders. And no, I don't want a Korean boyfriend. And they used to try and get me to date their uncles and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe I was a good teacher and they liked having me around, or they just thought they were doing me a public service. What's the next one? Where do you live? And I tell them that it's private. Also, I live about 3 minutes from my school, so I don't want them knowing exactly where I live. Enough of them already see me going into my building. What did I do in Australia? And I tell them I used to work in an office. I say human resources, and like a lot of what I talk to them about gets translated by my co-teacher, but like they're 4th to 6th grade. They don't know what human resources is. So I just say, I used to work in an office. And they're like, oh, okay. What do I miss about Australia? I miss the warm weather. I miss the vegetarian food, and I miss my family and my friends, and I miss going to the beach. They're probably the top things that I really miss. Will I stay in Korea? And no, I won't stay in Korea once my contract ends. So my contract ends in the end of August. So I'm going to stop in Malaysia and go straight home afterwards. When will I leave Korea? I will leave in the end of August. Have you traveled in Korea? Yes, I have traveled in Korea. So I've been to Jeju Island. I've been to Gangwon-do. I've been to Ansan-do. I've been to a lot of places, to Busan, to Daegu, I've traveled a lot around Korea. Without having a list of all the places I've been in front of me, there was a while there, a few months, where I pretty much was going to a new place every single weekend. In Korea, you can travel from one side to the other in just a few hours. So it's really easy. Like a weekend trip where you go 2 hours away is like halfway down the country. So, it's super easy. Do I have Korean friends? Yes, I have some Korean friends, but most of my friends are other EPIC teachers, so they are from overseas. What is your favorite grade to teach? Whatever grade is asking. Although it depends year to year. This year it's year 5, last year it was year 6. What is your favorite animal? Probably cats. I'm a cat person. I love cats. Do you play soccer, basketball, or baseball, depending on the year? Normally it's soccer, sometimes baseball, sometimes basketball. No, teacher is not a sporty person. I am an exercise person. Let's not get it wrong. I love to exercise, but I have never been into sports, and I've never been into any sport like that. Do I play computer games? Like they might ask me about Overwatch or something like that. Whatever's their favorite. No, teacher does not. Occasionally she'll play The Sims 4. I'm sad like that. If they sometimes ask, if I'm really good teacher, will you stay in Korea? No, I don't love you that much. Do you love us, teacher? This one comes up all the time. Yes, of course I love you. Unless this shits, then I hate you and you give me a headache and I just want to go home and stab myself in the face. But if you're good, yes, of course, sweetheart. Do I watch Korean dramas? They might ask me if I watch Sky Castle and things like that. No, I really want to watch Sky Castle, and I finally found a site that does it in English because it gives me something to talk about with other teachers, because it is a hassle for them having to always talk to me in English. So anything that can motivate people to talk to me is great, because I see them talking about Sky Castle all the time. Like, I can understand enough Korean to know that, but I can't take part in the conversation without dragging them away in English. And what is traditional Australian food? Other Aussies, tell me what you think it is. I always say it's either fresh seafood or barbecue, and like fish and chips maybe, but I always think fish and chips is probably more like a UK thing. I think when I think actual Aussie food, like, yeah, like having a barbie or like fresh prawns and stuff like that, and seafood, Moreton Bay bugs, that kind of thing, I think is probably what I think of. But then I think we have so many different cultures in Australia, it's hard to say what exactly is traditional. Yeah, because I then describe that we don't really eat, like, they think we eat like Aboriginal food sometimes, and I have to tell them no, we don't. Well, I don't, and no one I know really does unless they are Aboriginal. And when did I arrive in Korea? So I arrived in Korea last August, and I went to Daegu for my orientation, and then I came to Seoul about 2 weeks later or something like that. So I think that these are probably, from what I could think of when I was trying to put the list together, are the most commonly asked questions by my kids. So I think it was like 30, 31, something like that. So I hope that you guys found this interesting. If you would like to know sort of some more questions, I can like take note of what my kids ask me and stuff like that, and share them with you, because I thought this was really fun. But these are probably the top questions that I get asked all the time. On a weekly basis, I get asked if I have a boyfriend, and I get asked if, like, what my age is, all the time, multiple times. Yeah, and if there's any other sort of like talking or chatty videos that you guys would like to see, or you would like to know about life here or just random shit, please let me know, because I'm happy to do a video about that as well. So I've rambled on for nearly 15 minutes, and I hope you enjoy this, guys. And yeah, until next time, this is the Kimchi Adventures.